Alright guys, back here again. It's the end of spring 2022 ice fishing. So, I thought we should go over putting your ice fishing gear away properly. First, I would start with fishing rods. I use a lot of my fishing reels on the ice and open water. So with these reels, I take them off. I make sure, take those ones off that I use in open water. The ones I don't use open water, like these, I will just leave on. But one thing you don't want to do, this here still has a jig on it and line. But see, the problem is here, if you leave it on and leave your line tight, your pole will get memory. So either loosen your line all the way so there's tons of slack, so it gets that memory out. See how the case it's not bent by the line, so it won't gain that weird memory. Either loosen your line or just completely take your jigs off. I prefer to just cut it off. I'll just cut my line. Secondly, I make sure to take all my baits off my ice fishing rods, because I use a lot of this stuff in open water season, especially early ice, and then for panfish, they'll hit this stuff just the same during open water. I prefer to store them in a case, just so that way they can lay flat, they're protected, they won't get broken. This reel I've already taken off, got a new line on it, I cleaned it up, it's ready to go for open water season. Another good thing to do, check your rods, look for something that's broken. Here, see, this year I had not realized that I had broken the eyelet repaired here. I like to look for damage now and try to get it fixed now, so that way when ice comes, I can just pull it out and I'm ready to go. Another thing too, when you do take your reels off, if you aren't going to store these reels in a case with your rods, I would suggest storing them somewhere safe and dry. Put them in a box, put them up off the ground. You don't want them to collect the moisture, don't want to cause corrosion and rust throughout the summer. And when it comes to your tackle, like I said earlier, I take all my tackle off my rods, I store it, clean it, make sure you don't have bait left on it because that will cause the hooks to rust, and store it in a clean, dry container. Another big thing to do at the end of the season with your ice fishing bait is grab this box here, grab my spoon box. Spoon box is loaded. I bet you there's 60 spoons in there. And I got a video on how to make this box. I'll put a link down below. This box is so nice. It stores a lot of spoons. Excuse me. And as you can see, they're stuffed down in this foam, so they're not touching each other, so paint's not getting beat up. But as I was saying, with your ice fishing boxes, make sure to get these things in front of a heater, in front of a fan, and get them dried out. You do not want that condensation to sit there, especially if you're going to store them. If you're going to store these things over the summer, with all that moisture, you're going to have some terrible rust. They are not going to dry. You want to make sure, make sure if it's clear, turn it upside down. Make sure there's no water on the bottom side underneath your foam or whatever you may have going on. That will keep your baits from getting rusted and damaged. Alright, now let's move on to safety gear. A lot of people don't think about the importance of checking the safety gear and storing it correctly. The biggest thing is with these throw bags. If you did use it, it's going to be wet. And if you didn't, it may have collected moisture. So make sure to pull it out, pull all the rope out, make sure it's dry, look for tears, look for any tattered line. The last thing you want is to throw this bag out and have a bad spot in it and not be able to rescue someone when it's needed. Another thing too is check your spikes. There's lots of different times. Make sure they're still in good shape. Make sure they look nice. Also, check your ice picks. Some are retractable or the old school just regular spikes. Make sure there's no rust. Check that the guards retract on the spikes. Check to make sure the lanyard that goes around your neck is in good shape. All these products we're going over. Now's the time to buy. Most places have sales right now trying to get rid of their winter ice fishing stock. So you can save, up to 25%, possibly more. All right, let's look at our boots now. Boots and winter ice fishing clothing. With the boots, make sure they're clean and dry on the inside. A boot dryer works fantastic. Maybe a little foot powder. Just to make sure you ain't growing any mold. Don't want them to be any stinkier than they already are. And then with the bibs, I like to wash them. These are really old. I'll wash them. I'll spray waterproofer back on them. Get them in good condition. Make sure you don't have a bunch of bait left in your bibs that can rot and ruin your bibs or your coat or anything that you may use through the ice season. Make sure it does not have bait left in it. When storing your ice fishing clothing and your boots, store them in a container, a rodent and insect proof container. You do not want the darn rodents to get in or insects and ruin that expensive winter ice gear. Next on the list, ice fishing shelters. I got a couple here. Well, I got 3, I guess. One's raised. We got the big Eskimo over here, but the Eskimo has damage. So I'm going to leave the Eskimo out because I got to do some repairs. Good time to do it when it's a little warmer out so the glue sticks better. You can get repair kits. You can get patch kits, you know, for most of the brands that sort of, you know, at least somewhat match the fabric. Same with some of these. If I had damage with these, I'd also fix them right now. But one thing you want to make sure to do, take and open up your shelters somewhere warm. If it's nice and sunny out and fairly warm, put them out in the sun, let them dry out. If you have to,